Hello and welcome to all our viewers in Nigeria and around the world to Midday News on Global Television, coming to you live from the nation's capital, Abuja. I am Anthony Momodu. We would like to remind you that Global Television is on DSTV channel 365. The presidency has told former Vice President Atiku Abubakar that the right of assembly and freedom of expression guaranteed to citizens in the Constitution are not absolute. In a statement, the special advisor to the President on Information and Strategy, Bayo Onanuga, while reacting to a post Atiku made on X, said the rights of citizens can be abridged in the interest of public peace. Atiku had in the post cautioned security agencies against using lethal force against peaceful civilian protesters who are demonstrating against bad governance and the hardship in the country. Governor Abdullahi Sule of Nasarawa has reaffirmed his administration's commitment to paying the 70,000 minimum wage recently approved by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to civil servants in the state. Peter Ehemba, the senior special assistant to Governor Sule on public affairs, stated this in Lafia, the state capital, during a courtesy visit to the Nigerian Union of Journalists. He said the payment of the new minimum wage to civil servants would not only improve their welfare, but also boost their productivity in the state. The media office of the immediate past governor of Kogi State, Alhaji Yahaya Bello, has refuted the claim in certain quarters that he is one of the sponsors of the ongoing protests across the country. A statement issued and signed by Michael Ohiare stated that the claim was part of the grand plans by some enemies of the former governor to frame him. The statement described the claim as reckless, irresponsible, and malicious, adding that the former governor remained a patriot who had devoted his time, resources, and energy to building a united and prosperous Nigeria. The forthcoming local government elections in Ogun State have been fixed for Saturday, November 16, 2024. The chairman, Ogun State Independent Electoral Commission, Babatunde Osibodu, disclosed this in Abeokuta. Osibodu said August 8, 2024 is scheduled for the release of guidelines for the conduct of the elections and stakeholders meeting, while campaigns by the political parties begins on Friday, August 9th. The federal government says plans are on the way for the construction of the Nigerian Creative City, a one-stop hub for talent development and youth empowerment. The Minister of Art, Culture and Creative Economy, Hannatu Musawa, said this in an interview with the news agency of Nigeria in Abuja. Musawa says the project is part of an initiative conceived by the ministry to provide a platform to harness creative opportunities across the country for economic gains. Nigerians residing in America under the aegis of the Nigerians in Diaspora Organization America have called on the National Assembly to ensure that the ongoing constitutional amendments include provisions for diaspora voting. In a statement signed by NIDAO's chairman Bukola Olaoye and the secretary Uche Uzo Igwe, the organization praised Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, NIDCOM, for successfully hosting the National Diaspora Day 2024 and the second edition of the Diaspora Merit Award. The statement expressed the diaspora community's eagerness to see the realization of diaspora voting and commended Nigerian parliamentary leaders for their commitment towards this goal. The Economic Community of West African States Commission, ECOWAS, has expressed concern over the ongoing protests in Nigeria, lamenting reports of violence, fatalities, and property destructions. It therefore urged protesters to heed the call for dialogue. The Commission extended condolences to the families of those who have died and expressed sympathy with the Nigerian government and its people over the losses incurred. ECOWAS emphasized the right of citizens to peaceful protest as enshrined in the 2001 ECOWAS Supplementary Protocol on Democracy and Good Governance and Nigeria's 1999 Constitution. Full government activities have resumed in Lagos State following days of hunger protests across Nigeria. President Bola Tinubu had urged protesters to cease demonstrations and engage in dialogue in a broadcast. In response, Governor Sanwo-Olu praised Lagos protesters for ending their actions in line with the president's appeal. Commissioner for Information and Strategy, Gbenga Omotosho, confirmed that the state is currently peaceful and that government operations have fully resumed. The Northern Elders Forum expressed disappointment and concern over President Bola Tinubu's national address. The forum, led by Professor Ango Abdullahi, criticized the president's failure to address the severe security situation in the Northwest and other northern regions. Following the ongoing #EndBadGovernance protest across some states of this country, with the northwest states of Kaduna, Katsina, and Kano mostly hit, the Northern Elders Forum said it was worried that the president did not speak on issues on banditry, kidnapping, rape, and other criminal activities devastating the areas. No fewer than 4,877 victims of human trafficking from Nigeria have voluntarily returned to the country since 2017. According to a report by the International Organization for Migration, the victims returned to Nigeria under the IOM's Assisted Voluntary Return and Reintegration Program, with women and girls constituting nearly 88% of the returnees, while men accounted for 13%. The data showed that most victims fall within the age bracket of 18 to 39 years, with those aged 18 to 25 being particularly susceptible to recruitment by traffickers. Within first quarter of 2024 alone, the IOM said it facilitated the return of 167 victims to Nigeria, 81% of whom were female. Medical doctors have commenced an indefinite strike in Ogun State over unresolved issues concerning their allowances. It was reported that the industrial action is hinged on the pay disparity between federal and state medical workers. The chairman of the Nigerian Medical Association, Dr. Kunle Ashimi, confirmed the commencement of the strike at a press conference in Abeokuta. According to him, the core of the doctors' grievances lies in the reviewed consolidated medical salary structure, which they believe should be implemented to stem the exodus of medical professionals from the state. The Nigerian Army says the soldier who killed a teenage protester in Zaria, Kaduna State, has been arrested. It was reported how one of the soldiers on patrol in Samaru, Zaria, gunned down the victim, Ismail Muhammad, who was a secondary school leaver. Samaru community is a host to hundreds of staff and students of Ahmadu Bello University, Zaria. It was gathered that Muhammad was shot dead at his residence at Serinkin Power Street. You're watching Midday News coming to you live from Nigeria's capital, Abuja. We're on DSTV channel 365 and StarTimes channel 276. Kindly follow us on all social media platforms using our Global TV NG and other handles now showing on your screen. When Midday News returns, federal government spends $600 million on fuel importation monthly. Do stay with us. Welcome back from the break. This is Global Television bringing you live broadcasts of Midday News. Thank you for staying with us. In business, the Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Wale Edun, has revealed that the country currently spends $600 million on fuel importation monthly. He stated that the high import bill is due to neighboring countries up to Central Africa benefiting from the country's fuel imports. Edun explained that the situation was the reason President Bola Tinubu removed fuel subsidy, as the country does not know the exact amount of fuel consumed internally. The Nigerian Army said its troops have destroyed several illegal refining sites in Rivers and Bayelsa states respectively. It said the destruction was done during an operation by troops of the land component of Joint Task Force South-South Operation Delta Save. The acting deputy director of 6th Division Army Public Relations, Lieutenant Colonel Jonan Danjuma, disclosed this in a statement issued in Port Harcourt. On the foreign scene, thousands of UK riot police stood ready to deal with more potential outbreaks of violence, which erupted more than a week ago after 3 children were murdered. Far-right groups have planned demonstrations in more than 30 locations, with immigration lawyers and building hosting asylum seekers said to be the primary target. The government has said 6,000 specialized police are being readied to deal with England's worst disorder in over a decade, which has seen hundreds arrested and more than 100 charged. Thousands of protesters in Bangladesh have looted and vandalized the official residence of former Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina in Dhaka. These followed Hasina's resignation as Prime Minister after weeks of deadly protests since the birth of the South Asian nation more than 5 decades ago. Hasina, 76, reportedly headed for the Tripura, the capital of Agartala in India, after she resigned, with her sister taking a military helicopter to India's eastern state of West Bengal. And running into the exciting water sport, world champion Tobi Amusun qualified for the 100-meter hurdle semifinals in the ongoing 2024 Olympics in Paris. Amusun led the pack of 8 athletes with 12.49 seconds, followed by America's Alasia Johnson with 12.61 seconds, and Jamaica's Jeanette Brown qualified with 12.84 seconds. Nigeria's Favour Ofili concluded her 200 meters campaign at the Paris Olympic Games with a 6th-place finish, crossing the line in 22.24 seconds. American Gabby Thomas claimed the gold medal with a time of 21.83 seconds, edging out Julie Alfred, who had earlier secured the 100 meters double sprint gold. Ofili's performance followed a remarkable semi-final run where she finished second with a second-best time of 22.05 seconds, fueling hopes that she might emulate the feat of Nigerian legend Mary Onyale, the only Nigerian to have won a medal in the 200 meters event at the Olympics. That's it on Midday News, and it came to you live from Nigeria's capital, Abuja. We're on DSTV channel 365 and StarTimes channel 276. Kindly follow us across all social media platforms using @GlobalTVNG and other handles now showing on your screen. I am Anthony Momodu. Thank you for watching.